There are moments that give Eagles fans that all too familiar déjà vu feel. The defense starts off solid, confident, holding things together. But once the game tightens up, the nightmare begins all over again. The secondary collapses, broken coverage, missed tackle, wide open receivers, and fans staring at the screen, thinking, how is this still happening? And the worst part is, you can't even blame it all on lack of chemistry anymore. The issue runs deeper now. Injuries, inconsistency, and a pass defense that just can't seem to stabilize. Nick Sirianni and Vic Fangio know it. They feel the pressure, and so do the fans. The team's got the talent, but there's a hole right there in the middle of the defense, and that's exactly why, behind the scenes, a new idea has started circulating. A bold proposal, the kind that only makes sense when you see Howie Roseman's name attached to it. At first glance, it sounds unlikely, but the more you think about it, the more it starts to make sense. The rumor is simple. The Eagles might be eyeing a reinforcement nobody saw coming. A young, versatile player who's been standing out even on a team full of problems. A guy who could thrive in the right system, especially in the kind of defense Vic Fangio is trying to build. His name, Michael Carter II, cornerback for the New York Jets. Yes, that's the name starting to float around among NFL insiders as a possible target for Howie Roseman before the trade deadline. Carter is a smart, quick, and instinctive player. He primarily lines up as a nickel corner, the defender who covers the slot, one of the hardest and most technical positions in the league. And even though the Eagles already have Cooper DeJean there, Carter brings something this defense desperately needs right now: stability. And stability, in Philly, is worth gold. With Quinyon Mitchell injured and Kelly Ringo still trying to find his rhythm, the secondary has become one of the most unstable units on the roster. And no matter how much Fangio tries to patch things up, there comes a point when you simply need more personnel. That's where Howie Roseman's logic kicks in. The GM who never waits for a fire to start before grabbing the hose. The original, heavy, calm report was clear. If the Jets keep struggling and decide to move on from some young pieces to stockpile draft capital, Carter could be a realistic trade target. He's under contract until 2027. He's affordable under the cap, and he's still young enough to develop into a long-term contributor. His stats this year don't jump off the page, but anyone who watches the Jets knows the context is the issue. It's tough to stand out in a defense that spends most of its time on the field because the offense can't move the ball. Even so, Carter has shown flashes of awareness and aggressiveness that make people take notice, and the fit in Philly makes sense. Fangio likes defenders who can move laterally, react quickly to short routes, and control space. Carter is exactly that type of player. Not flashy, but disciplined. And right now, discipline is exactly what this defense needs most. Some fans might say, but he's a slot guy, and we already have Cooper DeJean. True, but DeJean has shown enough versatility to shift into other roles, even a hybrid safety look, which could open the door for Carter to play his natural position. That kind of move would create depth and allow for better defensive rotation. And that's where Howie Roseman comes in. Everyone knows how he operates. When the market's quiet, he's already making calls. When nobody's talking about a player, he's already asking questions. That's how he landed A.J. Brown in 2022. That's how he pulled off the Kevin Byard deal in 2023. And it could happen again now. Let's be honest, this defense needs help. The talent is there, but between injuries, miscommunication, and inconsistent play, things are shaky. And as the old NFL saying goes, your defense is only as good as your weakest corner. What makes this rumor even more interesting is that it's not just a short-term fix. It could be a long-term move. Carter is young, under contract, and respected for his mindset and work ethic. He's the kind of player who grows fast in a strong locker room, and the Eagles' locker room is one of the strongest in football. Imagine him walking into a room led by guys like Jalen Hurts and Darius Slay, stepping into a scheme that demands focus and toughness on every snap. That could be exactly the kind of boost this secondary needs to find its balance again. Of course, this is still just speculation. No official talks, no reports of negotiation. But if there's a real opportunity out there, you can bet Howie Roseman is aware of it. And with how shaky this defense has been lately, patience might not last much longer. So I'll ask you, Would you like to see Michael Carter 2 in midnight green, shoring up the Eagles' defense? Or should the team keep trusting the young guys already on the roster? Drop your thoughts below. Smash that like button if you think the Eagles should make a move before the deadline. Subscribe to the channel and hit that bell, because if Howie Roseman is about to make another move, nobody's going to see it coming. Fly, Eagles, fly!